kind of like share some stuff. So you explain, right? Number one, um, the work used to create Bitcoin, the pattern, right, is in the Creative Commons, right? And you can go to my channel. It's live right now, streaming on Foundups Twitch, and you can watch my video that came out March 8th. When they saw that video March 8th, and understand, I had a former team member named Tyler who knows everything, who's basically been working with them, obviously, and has been sharing all my work. A little background, I worked with the founders of Ethereum Classic, or the founders of Ethereum, back when they were working on Bitcoin Magazine. I shared my work with them, and my work led to the blockchain. Um, in 2012, after sharing all my work, I put everything in the Creative Commons. Like all the work on Foundups is Creative Commons, licensed, non-derivative, and non-commercial. The reason why they're not a company is it can't be commercial. The reason why they only launched a little bit of it is because it's non-derivative. And, so they're trying to fall inside my Creative Commons license. The problem is they didn't attribute it. They didn't give me credit for my work. And that's what I'm going after them for. Something very important that you should read is, if you read everything about the terms, everything, it's community, 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 community. Oh, Bitcoin, no time on it, can't claim on it, Bitcoin's not. Community, 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 right? That's pretty much what it says. So, I am also the running and created the LinkedIn Commons for Bitclout. So you can add yourself to the Commons simply by adding Bitclout to your LinkedIn profile. Also, I run the LinkedIn Commons group on Facebook and also on LinkedIn, so you can add that. I have a team, and we're pulling together basically our own Commons. So our community is LinkedIn and Facebook. The way you sign up and be part of that is simply by joining the LinkedIn, I have a lot more coming. So what I think of Bitclout, they did a good job coding it. I'm forking the shit out of it as soon as I can. As soon as they drop this as open source, I'm forking it. And the thing is, in their framework, they're stealing your Bitcoin. In my framework, I'm storing your Bitcoin. It's two different things. So in their framework, they're stealing it. In my Bitcoin, I'm storing it. So I never get access to your Bitcoin. It gets stored in the DAO. In their framework, they're just taking it through my framework and they're putting it in their pocket, right? And what do I think you should be doing? You should be camping land. Think of Bitclout as land grab. Don't play this stupid game. It's stupid, right? You're going to get bored of it unless you're just a retarded trader type who just likes to trade and shit on people. Because you like to pump and dump. I mean, we all like that. Where, hey, let's pull you up and make you feel good, and let's like pull the legs out of you, and let's pull you up. Fucking, it's dumb. And also it's pay to play, which means if you have money, you have clout. It's pay to play. It's like saying you can get to VIP clubs and everything else, you have club and shit, bullshit, right? My framework was very different. You can go to foundups.com and learn more about my framework. I also show you the full roadmap, right, of the platform. I'm working on the white paper. I'm fixing the white paper. I'm basically fixing everything, right? Fixing the white paper. I'm also the guy behind the call for resolution and to strike the whole Bitcoin stuff out of the terms as a community. So it's important that you join either a LinkedIn community or other communities that are coming. There is an official Discord. They banned me from it. People should be asking, why did you ban UnDaoDu? Why did you ban UnDaoDu? What was I did to I ban? They just kicked me out and banned me on it. So these aren't nice people, man. These are people who are part of the Mercer Group. Ali Alexander, who tried to steal our democracy. He's shilling this shit on Chinese social media state, Clubhouse. Which, by the way, anyone on Clubhouse, you're just feeding AI all your information data, your personality, everything about you, right, to the Chinese. Just so you should know, full disclosure, what you're doing on there. So all these people on there, like, talking personal stuff and everything else, what else? So It's a great app. I'm forking 12/12/21. Remember my awakening, I'm UnDaoDu. Here I am on the Zion. My calendar is 12/21/12. So my standing up day is 12/12/21. So hopefully by November, December, they'll have it forked and we'll get it going. So UnDaoDu. Remember, undo people with a laugh and a smile. You know, even these morons on here, all these people throwing it, laugh and smiling because, oh, one thing, right? What's going to happen? This is a unicorn platform, which means over 1 million users are going to be on this platform. What's that going to mean? It's the first one on the blockchain. So it's important on many different levels. But what it means is because the way they have it structured is they're going to pull the rug out of Bitcoin. What it's going to mean is Bitcoin is going to hyper scale. So you want to hold Bitcoin. You won't really be selling your Bitcoin or throwing your Bitcoin in there. You want to be putting your shit coins and other stuff in there, but not your Bitcoin on there. As more and more people get in, they're basically, in a way, you can think of it Bitcoin as a reservoir. They're tapping the base of it, and then they're opening up the valve, and that is the utility of people coming in, right? That's the law of diffusion and donation, which is like this. The inverse is the law of collapse of Bitcoin, which is like this. So where they collapse, it's a simple math equation. You only have this many here, and they're consuming this amount. You only have this many here, and they're going down this amount. So it's a cross. That cross is coming within a year. What does it mean when it hits that cross? Bitcoin is going to go hyperbolic. So it's going to catch all these traders like the Moon Carl and others by surprise. They're not going to get it because these are, even though Moon understands Bitcoin, he's still a fudgy guy. He looks at charts and other things, and Bitcoin isn't a chart. Bitcoin is raw science. Very, there's nothing fudgy about it. I'm UnDaoDu. Take care. I'm here for you. Bitcoin is unraveling. See it. The next thing is the DAO, right? DAO is what I'm bringing in. The smart DAO. They're going to unravel Wall Street. And Do, so that's that way. And Do is AI, and that's going to run the smart DAO. And the AI will ultimately grow up to be Singularity, the continuing daddy of the big DAO, right? That father of the AI, right? UnDaoDu. Bitcoin blockchain AI. I'm the Sahdu, the storyteller of that. And it's unraveling everything. So, yeah, check me out. I'm always, if I'm working, I'm streaming. I'm in the 5th age, which means that in the 5th age, the noodle is always looking. The noodle's already looking at me now. I might say, you know what? The noodle's already looking, watching, and there, watching everything I do. If I'm online, I might as well just pretend that you are the noodle. So, fully transparent. So you can enjoy watching me launch this. This data will be valuable in the future when, people look back and go, how did he do it? How was the one guy fight the big Mercer group and everything else and launch this and save the world? Who was this UnDaoDu? So, well, you can watch the dyslexic, ADHD, crazy clown, which is carrying around a mind god who did it. So enjoy. UnDaoDu.